Hey everybody, my name is Arremer and I'm here for BL Gaming. And today a new patch for SMITE hit. Sadly, we do not have a new god. He is supposed to come out next week, but he's basically done. He has everything a full character needs, including stuff like models and voice effects, and they already even put in a skin for him. Um, I'm not gonna show the skin because I don't know how to texture models yet in UDK, which is the program I'm using here to show you the stuff. But otherwise, I'm also can't show you the animations yet of the character himself because I'm too noob for that. But I can show you the model untextured. I can show you the particle effects, and I might do a video with the sound and voice clips, but not this video. They also included the splash art for, like the loading screen splash art for Vulcan, his recolor skin that comes out with release, the raw Facebook skin, the new Gwyn Yu skin, and of course that secret skin I'm gonna show you today. Um, I will upload all those into an image or gallery and link it in the video description. So if you're looking forward to the Vulcan skin or the upcoming secret raw skin, yes, it is another raw skin, um, you can check this out in the link in the video description. Alright, so that's one thing. However, it comes a bit to a surprise, but a very pleasant one. I actually already can tell you who is going to be the next god after Vulcan, and with that the last god to be in the Smite beta before Smite officially is released. And it is not going to be Fenrir as generally has been thought to be. A lot of people might be pleased with that, given the Pantheon and the uh, some other stuff about this god, this character. I'll leave that god to be the very last thing I'm going to talk about. So first, let's look at the raw skin. Let me see here. I think it's this one. Yeah. So basically, if you check at the Facebook side of Smite, they are giving away as a promotion that red and black recolor skin. I think they call it Solar Eclipse of Ra, which is basically similar to the Sun Wukong skin they brought out sometime during the during fall, I think. Just basically a red and black recolor. I'm not gonna show that. Instead, if you look at the description of their promotion, you can enter to win an Alienware laptop. So apparently they have something going with Alienware because Ra is gonna have an even more Alienware related skin. It's gonna be blue, black and blue, so not too far away from the Digimir skin. It already has a splash art, so it's probably gonna come out in the next week with Vulcan, and it actually looks pretty awesome. It's basically just Ra, but instead of like this Egyptian stuff on his chest, he has the Alienware symbol head, and it's all glowy blue and shit. It looks really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I can show you the model without texture. As said, I'm not good enough yet to actually apply the texture. So as you can see, it's basically just raw, but his chest piece has been replaced a bit. Hang on, let me try to zoom here a bit. Chest piece is replaced here, as you can see. Whoops, a bit too far in here. Basically here, there's the chest piece, and this is gonna be the Alienware symbol. I assume it's gonna be some Alienware specific giveaway, so yeah. So that's that. I said if you want to look at the skin in more detail, check the link in the description. That's the raw skin. Vulcan is gonna have just a standard recolor skin, nothing really exciting. So let's look at Vulcan himself. Whoops. Vulcan. Here. Or is it here? No, that's textures. Here. Alright, so Vulcan. Let's see here. So this is the model of Vulcan. Untextured, of course, because I'm a noob like that. But you can see it, this robot leg and his little forge on the back and his hammer. Pretty badass, but we know how Vulcan looks. So let's look at his turrets. So he has 3 different turrets apparently. One of which is the standard turret we already have seen in the hi-rez stream. Load, please. Sorry. Alright. I think I got it, yeah. This is the base turret. Just gonna go pew pew. And doesn't seem so exciting. Then there is one called AoE. This turret is gonna be called the Thumper. That might be an homage to one of the other hi-rez games, which is Tribes Ascend. Where the Thumper basically is a pistol that shoots explosives. Might be a reference to that, but I'm not sure. But basically, I will tell you what those different turrets might do later. But as the name of the model itself suggests, sorry, this is gonna be an AoE turret. And then there's the Tower, which is very interesting because it's much bigger than our base turret, and it has 3 cannons on it. And I think it's sitting on top of the AoE turret of the Thumper. So what I gather from that is that it might be that Vulcan can upgrade his turrets. And this is basically what the upgraded version looks like. Alright, so that's the models. And something else interesting is that yeah, here. So basically, similar to the arrows, if you use skills, he has this little turret blueprint floating around that shows you where you're going to deploy it. Same as it's the same with the other turret. I don't really need to show it. It's basically just a model in blue and transparent. Oh, come on. Alright, so that's Vulcan's models. I would show you his animations, but come on. Alright, sorry about that. Apparently, UDK is not very happy with this. And we all have to wait now for it to compile stuff for some reason. Well, while I'm talking, while we're waiting, the, I think he's done now. Or not. I would show you the animations, but I don't know how to play them properly, so I can't yet. And, I can show you the textures either, so, unless the model itself is textured. Alright, we're done here. I think it's done loading. Alright, so that's our friend, no, that's sound. It's our friend Vulcan, in this model. Let's see if raw skin has new effects. No, it does not. I think no. Okay, so let's look at Vulcan's particles. His pew-pews. His hammer swing, we know. I showed it in the last video. His old animations from the last video are not really up to date anymore. So, right. First ability. Ability 1. I think this is not going to be a turret. Ability 1, I believe, is going to be some sort of shot that comes directly from Vulcan. Either he uses his hammer as a gun, or like the forge on his back, or as a cannon or something like that. Because it has recoil animation, mostly. And secondly, because otherwise the amount of stuff would be odd. Right, so, excuse me. this is what the muscle animation is going to look like. So basically, it comes out of some sort of muscle, and this is what the blast is going to look like. Let's see here. This is the projectile, which is because it's like basically two fireballs stuck together, which is what makes me think it's gonna be from Vulcan himself, not one of his turrets. This is his recoil particle. So basically, he stands there, and his legs are gonna friction over the ground while he's pushed back by it, or something like that. That's what I would assume. And what it looks like when you get hit by it. Big ass explosion. Right. Then we have his ability 2, which is the Thumper, I believe. The AoE tower. So first, this is what it looks like when it shoots. Very similar to what we've seen earlier. The projectile. Where did it go? Oh, here. Let's scroll out a bit. Yeah, basically it flies up. It shoots up this fireball. Here, let me see. Yeah, it's basically just this fireball flying up. Then, now this is really awesome. You'll love this. It's raining down fucking lava. This is so awesome. I have to say, this is really cool. Just flares down this lava rain, this fire rain, and scorches the ground. If you get hit by it, whoosh. This is what it looks like, and apparently this is gonna have a damage over time as well, which is why you're gonna burn, or at least you're gonna have some sort of afterburn. Right. His level 3 ability, or his free ability, another one of those muzzle flashes. This is what I think is the normal turret, because it's very spherical. And this is what his fireball looks like. This is interesting. Maybe not the projectile. Because this looks like actually looks one of the turret bases, just broken and on fire. Okay, no idea what that is about. This is I would say it says spawn, so maybe if you set it down or if it hits the ground or something. And thump. I guess this is whatever, like if it lands, the impact or something like that. Hard to tell. I can't really tell. I can't really gather anything from that one. Ability 4, which is the ultimate, I would assume. Let's first look at the muzzle flash. Looks not too unsimilar to our ability 1. The impact, I think, is exactly the same. Yeah, just about the same. His projectile 1. So this ultimate is gonna have 2 projectiles apparently. It's fireball. Fireball 2. I think that one is just bigger. Yeah. And spawn. I guess that's when you put it down or something. I don't know. Maybe. And let's see here. Let me scroll down. Tank. Right. What I gathered from the particle effects is that Vulcan might have some sort of charging passive, which is called the tank. So basically, he has some sort of fuel, I guess, that he can that allows him to deploy his turrets. That's a generic hit particle. So if I guess if if you get hit by his auto attack. Yeah, those all look very similar. The spawn animations. Pet fire. I guess when they are, maybe when they're starting to get heavily damaged, they start catching fire or something like that. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. The recall animation I think we already had in the earlier video. Yeah, that's just those two smoke clouds. So no real need to check them longer. The slow animation, the slow particle, rather. Load, damn it. Do what you're supposed to do, program. There we go. So they changed the color. It used to be this bright red. Now it's golden. Yeah, this is what makes me think that he is gonna have some sort of passive that they call a tank, I guess. Um, it has like these different charge. Like this is, I guess this is when you get a charge. Whatever triggers it, I don't know exactly what triggers getting a charge, but this is you get a charge. This is when it's at its lowest level, and it goes up. It's basically just fire animation. It's really nothing interesting, and this is when it's maxed out, basically. Um, I can show you one of those, but honestly, they're not specifically interesting. It's just fire and smoke, and that's what leads me to believe that there's gonna be some sort of passive that allows him to that gives him this tank, whatever it's gonna be. When one of his turrets dies, boom. Then now this is specifically marked as ult. So maybe he doesn't have an actual ultimate, but rather maybe he is this is the upgrade animation for his turret. I don't know. And those are just some old animations. They're really interesting. All right, so this Vulcan. Some odd stuff going on with him. I don't think he's gonna be as straightforward as he seems to be in the animations because like his ability free makes no sense to me, and his passive definitely is gonna be somewhat similar to Bacchus's, but somewhat different as well. All right, so who's the new god? Who is gonna come after Vulcan? Well, let me show you. I can show you the new god. I sadly have no model, but the next god, the last god of the SMITE beta, is gonna be Neith, or however you pronounce it. It's gonna be an Egyptian goddess, and I looked up a bit of lore about her. Basically, she is associated with weaving and spiders. So she's actually, in terms of lore, very similar to Arachne. However, in terms of what they gave her, at least for now, it seems very different. So, as you can see here, she has a bow and she has an arrow. And I'm going to show you the bow because it's badass. Look at this. Look at this bow. So this goddess is going to be very likely an AD ranged, or maybe a mage who uses a magical bow. I don't know, because it's like this shiny, glowy bow. Her arrow is going to be this shiny, have this shiny glow. Very, very pretty. This basically looks the same, the arrow charge. This is when you get hit by it, so blood. And I would assume the ability 0 is gonna be her auto attack. So this is maybe what the bow looks like when you shoot. I think those particles are really pretty. I mean, look at this. Wow, this is really pretty. The projectile. I mean, look at this. This just looks so friggin' awesome. I'm really looking forward to this god. Or goddess, rather. World weave? I don't know what that exactly means. But it looks so pretty. Like, originally I thought Freya's particles looked pretty. And like those sparkles were pretty. But this is just awesome. I don't know. I'm just completely blown away by how how wonderful these look. Like, I'm very curious about how they're gonna make her look like, but so far, all right. So her ability 1 seems to be some sort of buff for her auto attack. It makes her her bow glow, and then it looks like this. The shot looks like this. It's a bit different. The trail is shorter, but it's wider, so maybe the hitbox becomes bigger or something. Ability 2, another buff glow. Her ability 2 has a heal on the hit, apparently, particle. So I would assume she shoots someone and heals them. So she's gonna have some support characteristics. Ability 3, cone. Man, those are so awesome. Yeah, this is very likely gonna be similar to, I guess, Anubis's. What was it? His one, where he shoots the locusts, just shorter with arrows. She also will have a jump. This is what she looks like when she starts leaping. This is what she looks like while flying through the air. This is just so pretty. I don't know. I'm completely in love with this character already. I just saw her particles. And this is her landing animation. It's just a standard SMITE plot. Although this looks much different. This thumbnail. Her ability 3 apparently also has a slowing effect, which looks like this. So I assume she shoots that cone, slows the enemy, and might jump towards them. Or, alternatively, she jumps and then shoots. Or she maybe shoots from the air, not too different from Jablanque. Alright, so, ability 4 is gonna have another one of those glowy bow buffs. It's gonna have an AoE, which looks really awesome, by the way. So it's kind of like Artemis's volley. It has a stun, which is basically similar animation to her slow, just in green instead of blue, and a teleport. So, which also looks really awesome. She seems actually really straightforward. Like, from what I can tell, the arrow chart thing, I think she might have the following options. She might be able to hold the auto attack to charge the bow and shoot a stronger shot instead of like auto attacking shot by shot. Kind of like if any of you play Team Fortress 2, like the sniper has this bow he can unlock, and the longer you hold while charging the bow, basically, the stronger the shot gets. Maybe something like that. No idea what the world weave means. Then her level 1, I assume, is gonna make her shot wider or stronger. Just generic buff. Her ability 2 is likely going to change her bow into a healing arrow for your allies. Her ability 3 is very likely going to be somewhat similar to Jablanque's jump and shoot a power. And her 4 ability, her ultimate, is going to be an AoE stun that also has some sort of teleport inside of it. It's very hard for me to actually tell what's going on. But honestly, I still think, like, those particle effects are just amazing. I mean, like, hi-rez really has outdone themselves here. This is really exciting. Alright, so that's Neith, or however you pronounce it. That's just about everything I've got to show you. There is one other thing regarding the maps. Not only has the Conquest map got a pretty big visual overhaul, but this is more like a side note. If some of you might remember that I actually uploaded a video about a Norse map in the works, and I found some new stuff for that Viking map. These are not labeled as Norse or Asgard as the previous things, but rather Valhalla. And Valhalla, I think it's like something Valhalla Arena or something, but it didn't really have anything interesting in it. It was basically just a very basic model of a chair, a table, I think a barrel or 2 barrels, and some wall, and it wasn't really anything interesting, so I didn't put it into this video. But if you guys want to, I can make a video about this. As said, if you are interested in the skin splash arts, I'm gonna put a link into the video description. You can check that out. And if you want to keep up to date with all the latest SMITE news, not only regarding data mining, but generally with patches and competitive updates and such, go make sure to check out blgaming.com. And yeah, that's just about it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing. And with that, I'm out.